Alright, ladies and gentlemen, once again, we are back with the Witch Doctor. 4 videos in a row, so 4 hours of game time that I've just decided to sit down and play, and I've segmented off. But I'm enjoying it. I've got, I've got a bit of gear up, as you saw from the in-game crafting, like I've been doing at the end of each hour-long video. So it seems like every hour I craft something new, and that seems to work. So at the end of each one, now I might not be gaining a lot of levels each time, but I think if I can make it go to the end of a video each hour, I mean that's not entirely a bad idea to do a crafting session at the end of each video, as kind of a time to reflect, too, upon how things have been going and how my gear is progressing. It's getting to the point where it's getting a little more difficult to start replacing things. Because last time, when I was crafting gear, there weren't that many upgrades. Now, enemy damage should be getting reduced due to all the poison damage that's going out. I like being able to stay here behind my pets and just throw out the bats. I do kind of miss Life Leech at this point, because it would be really helpful. But it was certainly unbalancing the game at a high level. Like right here it would be nice, at a high level it had a way of destabilizing things. Because one of the best things you could do for yourself was to go into a giant group of enemies and just do a whole bunch of AoE. Now I have to kind of be smart about it, and I don't really have much to regain my health with. Regeneration and life on hit are going to be, I think, the key things I'm going to be looking for at this point. Having some good regeneration, honestly, is really going to be the big thing, because there's unavoidable damage now, a lot more of it. I mean, there was unavoidable. I really think there was unavoidable damage before, but there's a bit more of it now, especially when you look at things like Jailer putting damage on you now whenever it hits you. You know, we look at something like Frozen Orb, which now Frozen Orb, which now does damage over time as it sits there and ticks.
I strike at your heart.
From Hell's Heart you stab at thee? Oh geez, I lost all my pets. But you're going to kind of need a way to get your health back between battles. Like, having low health, it used to be that you didn't want to have, like, you didn't really care if your health was low or not, going from fight to fight. Like, if your health was low, no big deal, especially if you had regeneration or life, or not regeneration, but life on hit. More so at the end with lifesteal. Because life on hit was the big thing at first, and then as life on hit kind of phased out to lifesteal because you started doing more and more damage. Hey, Chip Topaz, cool. Can I put that in? I can put that in my armor. That is intelligence. Do that. Ow, what'd you do? Oh, nightmarish. Oh, that'll be fun. And by fun, I mean lots of running away. But you really didn't care if your health bar really wasn't full, because you just go in and do a bunch of AoE, leech off the enemy, and boom, you're good to go. Now it can be a big difference because you have that unavoidable damage. You want to make sure that you're a bit more topped off. You don't have to necessarily be at full, but you might be a bit more cautious as you approach combat now with the way your health is. It can be a big difference. It's just really just standing here spamming bats. I don't think my gear improvements were as big as they were before. So I don't think I'm noticing it as much. So what did I get? One-handed magic sword. It's a 30. No, not really. Intelligence armor and regenerates 3. Oh, sweet. Yeah, let's do that. Because the life after kill is not a big deal. Regenerates 3 per second is much better to me. See, I don't get that. It says the healing goes down. But I don't really understand that. Because they both regenerate 3 per second. I'm just losing 18 after each kill. I mean, 10%? I mean, sure, life after each kill can be kind of nice, but I mean, that's assuming you kill them before they kill you. We're going to wear it. I mean, you really have to look at the gear a very different way now. At least I have to. I used to kind of just rely on the numbers at the bottom for a lot of stuff because they, for the most part, they were kind of gave you an accurate portrayal of what you need to worry about. For the most part, not always. Here we go.
The crown will not be found in this crypta, I think.
Alright, well, let's finish this area then, Rafiki. Oh, nothing here. Jaunt, or Spirit Walk, sorry. For speed! For great justice. For great, fantastic justice. Justice, like an angel of justice, as he flies through the air gracefully like a gazelle that's been shot down in the Hindenburg because he went up in flames and crashed into a cathedral. Oh, sorry, spoilers. That's spoilers. We haven't gotten there yet, have we? Oh, sorry. My apologies. If you don't know that yet, well then where have you been? Under a rock? Sheesh. So, you know, speaking of story, I'm kind of looking forward to Reaper of Souls. Why, you might ask? Well, aside from the fact that, you know, it's got some pretty nice stuff in it in a whole new act, what I'm looking forward in the new act is the storyline and the continuation of the storyline. On wanting to find out what's up with Mathiel, but you get to find out more about the subplots of your companions. Alright, Soul Harvest, Siphon. Oh, Locust Swarm. There's one I'd rather enjoy. Horrify Runes, Stalker. Firebomb. Looks like we're going to be replacing almost everything here. Zombie Charger Rune Pile On. Oh, dear God. Yeah, I'm going to be replacing my entire bar. Okay, so this is great because, once again, skills have changed in the order that you get them. Skills in the order they have been received is different. Alright, come along, come along. We got changes to make, boys. Oh, dear God. Alright. Any new passes? No. Okay. This is fantastic, but I don't know yet. Alright. New primary. Firebomb, signature spell, fire skill, while with explosive skull, deals 155 weapon damage as fire to all enemies. I rather like that one. It's got good AoE. Unfortunately, do I still have the... Yes, I do. Yeah. Locust Swarm. Here's where that 5% is going to come into effect, because this, I like this skill. For some reason, I just like the fact that it infects enemies and just spreads like the plague. A plague of locusts. Oh, isn't that ironic? No, it isn't. It's expected. 300 mana, though. That's almost half my mana. Unleash a plague of locusts that swarms an enemy, dealing 1,040% weapon damage as poison over 8. And it will jump to additional nearby enemies. I like it when I get the rune that where it jumps to 2 enemies at a time usually. I really have liked that one. So over 8 seconds, we are looking at 130 weapon damage per second. Not super fantastic, but we do have the increased damage with the bracers, and we have just the fact that it's going to hit a whole bunch of enemies. It's going to hit a lot over time. So defensive, we have Horrify. Stalker increases your movement speed by 20% for 4 seconds after casting Horrify. So I can use that to run away after making the enemy run away. I think I would still prefer Spirit Walk, but, you know, as I tend to do, we're going to try everything. Soul Harvest with Siphon. Gain life for every harvested enemy. That is going to be important. That is going to be fantastic. That's going to be one of my healing mechanics. So there we were talking about how do you heal yourself. There we go. We now have something to do it with. Zombie Charger now has Pile On. So Pile On, you might be thinking to yourself, wait a minute, that doesn't seem like a Zombie Charger rune. In fact, I recall that rune. You might be thinking to yourself, excuse me, but weren't you a rune for Wall of Zombies? Well, you would be right. You'd be fantastically right. This used to be a Wall of Zombies rune, but it didn't really fit with the Wall of Zombies motif, right? Wall of Zombies, I mean, it would basically make the Wall of Zombies to stack on top of each other, and then they fall over, do a whole bunch of damage. But Wall of Zombies was more of a defensive skill, really. It meant to be a wall and keep the enemy out. So it really just didn't quite gel with that. I mean, you're basically sacrificing your Wall of Zombies for damage. So what they did, they put it on Zombie Charger. So Pile On summons a tower of zombies. It falls over and it does 800% weapon damage as physical to any enemies it hits. So it's a big hit. I mean, it goes from 560 to 800. So this will be interesting. And it doesn't suffer from the cooldown that Wall of Zombies had. So you had that 8 seconds. I believe the damage was brought down due to that, or maybe left the same because a lot of damages were increased. But there we go. Nothing new in Voodoo. That voodoo that you do, that's the power of the babe. We're going to go ahead and get the Gargantuan because I don't like not having some kind of companion. So this might be a little tough. How am I going to move things around? Locust Swarm can go here. That can go there. Zombie Charger goes here. Alright, so I'm going to be getting life back with Soul Harvest. I don't exactly need bad medicine anymore. Well, Locust Swarm might make that work. Maybe take off Fortitude. I'm thinking I do want to go into Blood Ritual for life return. 1% of my maximum life per second. That's not bad. That's what, 30 per second? 33 per second? With additional regeneration across the wall here, or across the whole thing here. Let's take a look at what I got. 3,290 life. 43 life per second now. 2 life per hit. 73 per kill. It's not great. I lose Haunt. But I have this thing. 242 for every harvest. That's up to 5. That's 1,000 health. So that's a third of my health globe if I can get 5 enemies. Alright. This could be interesting. Alright, there we go. Firebomb. Oh, that's just funny. I like that. I've never really tried Pile On before. I like that. It's only 150. It hits really hard. That's great. So, Locust, of course. Very expensive spell. I can only cast it twice before I... Yeah, and I'm barely losing any life by the time it comes back pretty quick. Alright, so movement speed. I can't go into the spirit realm anymore, but alright, we're going to make it work. We're going to try it. We are running pretty much elective mode, or non-elective mode at this point. Regular build mode. The default mode. The newbie mode. Oh my goodness. That's crazy. Oh, apparently... Interesting. So that's one thing I didn't know. Oh, look at that. Look at the swarm. It just keeps going. I always like this ability, this Firebomb, because it lobbed in an area. I can hit anything I want with it because it goes a good distance. It fires pretty quickly. It's AoE. My Gargantuan is getting close to dying here. So with Pylon, I'm noticing that I can't cast it at a distance. I have to cast it pretty much right on top of myself. So it's just like regular zombie charger in that it's got a short range. Pop. That is just awesome. I love the way they just kind of jump up on each other's shoulders and then fall over. Bam! Oh yeah, Macho Man Randy Savage. Gonna get you from the top rope. Oh yeah! How do you like that, brother? I'm digging it. I'm digging it. I think I like this build already. I mean, that's pretty much the entire build, aside from Gargantuan, was just given to me at this level. Because the Locust was always one of my favorite abilities. Pylon was something I've kind of been interested in trying. It seems just pretty fun right now. I'm rather enjoying it. So yeah, I like Firebomb, I like Locust, and I'm not really using my other abilities yet. I haven't really used my Siphon in order to gain some intelligence. There we go. Now I have more intelligence. I'm smarter than I used to was. Absolutely smarter than I used to was. Oh dear. Oh crap. Oh, Frozen Pulse. Not good. Oh boy. Run. Let's pull back a bit, shall we? Get that going, get some Pylon. Whew! Getting some health, but God, that Frozen Pulse, look at it go. Sheesh. I kind of need that run speed right now. Alright, grab some health, Horrify, and run like the dickens. Holy crap. God, that Frozen Pulse, look at it go. It's crazy. Getting health back. I mean, this is working. I mean, it's working. It's just not pretty. Ah, go away! Bunch of monsters, bunch of Pylon. Wow, yeah, I mean, look at this. I'm actually maintaining my health at this point. This build is actually working. I'm just not... I'm using a lot of mana for it, and I'm having to move very frequently. But it's working. The poison damage is help ticking down the ads. I can heal and then make them fear while I run away quickly. I've got a health globe there I haven't even touched yet. Pile on for the damage. Uh-oh. Alright. Lifesteal. This I'm liking. I'm liking this. It's working. I don't know if I would be able to survive against a scavenger pack with this. I'm thinking I might have it. But then again, I've had a difficult time with scavenger packs no matter what I do. It's the sad part. It's a very sad truth. Oh, that hurt. Alright, get some poison damage on you. Did I miss? I think I missed. There we go. Health, please. Pile it on. Now, one thing I can do is I can control the distance of the pile-on a little bit. I'm noticing that. If I basically click further away, you can see it goes about a character length away. But I can click right next to my character and... Uh-oh. That frozen pulse is kind of an interesting affix, isn't it? Looks interesting. Ah! Ow. Yikes. Okay, grab a little health back. Sweet. Cool. So I found a mojo. Excellent. 2 to 3 damage. Chance to deal 7% area damage on hit. So I'm going to increase my area damage now. Gives me more mana regeneration. And more maximum regeneration. And health globes and potions heal me a bit more. Which is kind of nice. Interesting. I would get more damage, certainly. I kind of like the fact that it does area damage, but then again, I have a lot of area skills, which doctors typically do very well with area damage. But the beautiful thing about area damage is that area damage procs the area damage. Like in any skill I have that does an AoE also procs the area damage. So if I hit 20 monsters and 10 of those proc the area damage, and that's 20% more damage, multiplied by how many other of them just did it. So it's like 200% additional damage, right? Something like that. That's kind of how it works. So 7%. That's a toughie. That's a toughie. It gives me more regeneration, which I like. But the toughness going away does kind of suck. I mean, the 2 to 3 damage is more than the intelligence. I lose the vitality. And I lose the armor. I think I want to go ahead and do it, though. Let's go ahead and put on a mojo and see how this goes, shall we? I'm not going to sacrifice the stats on this, though, I think. Well, hold on. That's life 1 kill. But it is some more vitality that I'm going to lose. I already lost some toughness. Let's not do that. Ooh, that took a while to kill him, but it worked. I didn't feel bad about that. That felt good, as a matter of fact. It's just hilarious. I like it. I like it. I really do. Take that. Take a little bit of poison. Oh, wow. Look at that. Look at it. It's just spreading. It's just spreading. As quick as you please. See, area damage on an ability like Pile On is also pretty nice because it hits really hard to begin with, as well as hitting an area. Now, what did I have? I had life regeneration. Yeah, I'm still a little low on the DPS, I think, but Blood Ritual and Bad Medicine. So, yeah, I'm reducing their damage with Bad Medicine. Yeah, okay. That's working out pretty nicely, actually. So I've got regeneration, and I've got the ability to restore my health with that. Not bad, not bad. And fear them so I can run. Ah, I missed. Oh, that spreads pretty quickly, doesn't it? Summon forth, my Gargantuan. Mama, I can't talk apparently. Try again. Do it over. Retry, reset. It's exactly what we're gonna do. Yeah, that's why this right here is why I like Locust. It just spreads so fast. And then when you get the rune that splits it in two, where it just splits even faster. It's like nothing is safe. You have a whole entire room of monsters hit with a plague of locusts. Of course, it's spreading faster than I remember it right now. So maybe it's improved how often it spreads, so I don't think I would need the split anymore. That's part of the reason why I got it, is I didn't like how fast it spread before. But this seems good. I could probably use one of the alternative runes at this point then. So pretty soon we're going to have our have the crown, get the town portal, and we're going to be able to go and try and fight Leoric. I have a feeling that the way progression has been going with the speed of killing, that I'll probably get maybe to Cormac before I actually get to Leoric, and I'll have to split the video off yet again. I think that might be how this plays out. Yeah, this pile-on for Zombie Charger is amazing. I don't know how many people ever used it for Wall of Zombies, but I can tell you that I like it as a Zombie Charger rune. Oh, sweet, a new rune for the Gargantuan. Mass Confusion. So it looks like we're going to be replacing a lot of skills again, which saddens me in a way, because I really like this build. You know, the reduction or the removal of mana cost to signature spells is an indirect buff, really, to Blood Ritual, because you would pay abilities in life. Since it doesn't cost me life anymore to cast these, I'm just getting away with casting free spells and still keeping the life regeneration. Alright, I really don't want to do this, but alright, so I'm going to lose Pylon, but Acid Cloud is probably next to... Acid Cloud was, like, along with the Locust, one of my favorite abilities before. Now, with Pylon, I'm kind of like, ooh, I really like Pylon. So, Acid Cloud. Acid rains down, deals an initial 300% weapon damage as poison, follows by 360 poison over 3 seconds to any enemies who remain in the area. So, if they remain, if I can keep them there... We've got what? Let's take a look at it. 360 over 3, so it's 120 a second. So even if they stay within a second, that's 400 weapon damage in a localized area, which is pretty powerful. I mean, we look at Zombie Charger right now and Pylon, that's 800. So I mean, that's a lot of damage. But we're looking at a wider area, so you know, we're looking at probably half the damage, but a much wider area. So it could still be quite useful in that regard. So let's see, make sure nothing else. No secondary and primary. Defensive. So we're going to get Hex now. I kind of like that, although the increased movement speed was kind of nice here. Hex summons a Fetish Shaman for 12 seconds, hexes enemies into chickens, and they're unable to perform actions, and they take 10% additional damage. This is great, honestly, for a lot of elites and things like that. I love the fact that it knocks them out of commission. The only problem I have with it doesn't work with bosses, which is understandable, right? I mean, you don't want to turn Leoric into a chicken, but it would be nice if the hex went off and actually caused the additional damage on him. It might. I haven't, seen it since they've made changes to these skills, so it very well could do that. So we'll have to take a look. My favorite hex has been Hedge Magic because it heals. I mean, it's like having a pocket healer, and I do like that. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to take hex. New horror ability. We're going to lose our Siphon. Oh man. This is bad, because I'm going to lose a healing ability now. Mass Confusion. Incite paranoia in enemies, confusing them and causing them to fight for you for 12 seconds with a 1-minute cooldown. This could be bad. Voodoo. Gargantuan. Humongoid. The Gargantuan gains the Cleave ability, allowing its attacks to hit multiple enemies for 130% weapon damage as physical. So great, his damage goes up by 30%, and it can hit a group of enemies. So I'm quite happy with that change. The only thing I'm really not happy with what's just happened is losing my ability to leech life because I've got Mass Confusion. I will probably, if anything, I may keep this build and get back my Soul Harvest so I can get life back. Until I can get Jinx anyway, or Hedge Magic, sorry, in order to get healing on Hex. I mean, that would be really nice. I could get rid of Locust Swarm since I have Acid Cloud. In fact, I might do that because that's 2 poison spells, and Locust Swarm is a lot of mana. So I think what I'll do is pull out the Locust Swarm for Soul Harvest and Siphon, because I really want to have that ability to gain health back. So we're going to put that down, and we're going to try this out with Acid Cloud. Acid Cloud's going to hit pretty hard, and combine it with Firebomb. Yeah, it will be good. I think this could be good. And Bad Medicine will work really well with that, so we're going to give this a try. Alright, he lasts for 12 seconds, cooldown 15, so 3 seconds without him. So let's just start getting him out there. Oh, Gargantuan, please. Yes. The damage of Acid Cloud. Yes, I love it. It's fantastic. Now, does Confusion circle around me or my target, or I forget? Okay, it circles around me. So that's a good recovery or a escape spell if I need it. Let's grab some more intelligence here. Turn you into a chicken! Ah! The enemy gets close to me and I just turn him into a chicken. It's working for me. So I'm glad I got rid of Locust, quite honestly. Kind of really didn't need it with the way this is going. Another Gargantuan. Yeah, oddly enough, this is working. I mean, I'd have to really put it up against an elite pack, but considering I still have my Siphon, I think it's going to be fine. If I get Siphon and Hedge Magic out there, then I have a feeling I'm going to have a bunch of survivability. It's really going to help me as I progress. Uh-oh. Lag. Oh no. Any lag. How many enemies does that hit anyway? Huh. It doesn't say it has a limit, but... Well, that's weird. There was like a glitch where I was hitting the bomb on the wall and it was causing it to look funny. Oh, turn into a chicken already. I'm done running away from you. Die. Let's see if I can do that again. Yeah, there it is. It's hitting the wall. Look at that. Interesting. Uh-oh, mass confusion. Oh, crap. Am I stuck? I think I'm stuck. There we go. Just kill that which makes me stuck and I'm fine. So we're gonna have great. I don't need the dogs, right? But it's kind of a slow grind right now with the lack of damage. Nothing seems to be dropping right now either. I'm not sure how to take that, really. Like, I haven't seen a piece of loot drop in a while here. Give me something here, guys. Come on. Turn you into a chicken. She turned me into a newt. I got better.
Need more time.
Oh, I lost the Gargantuan. If he dies as a chicken, will he explode? Yes, he will. Incite paranoia. Hate your friends. Your enemies are out to kill you, but so are your friends. Your friends dislike you. Do you remember that haircut you got last week, Zombie Bob?
Need more time.
Zombie Fred didn't care for it, and he thought he would steal your head and give it to himself. He didn't realize that the head would mean that he would actually be you if he replaced it. What a silly zombie. Yeah, I am not finding loot. What is going on here? Oh man, Loot 2.0 is supposed to, you know, it was supposed to resolve a lot of these problems that we had with finding bad loot. So they made the loot better, right? They made it so it's like, okay, here. Oh. Excuse me, thank you. That'll at least help a little bit. So they made the loot better. They're like, here, we'll reduce the range that things can roll so the RNG won't be nearly as bad as it was. But in repair, you know, to repay for that, that loot is going to drop less often. And we're like, okay, you know, that sounds fair. I mean, it made sense, right? The loot's got to be better, so you don't want as much of it out there. It's going to flood everything. Of course, I would say flood the market, but there is no market anymore because the auction house... Oh, I didn't mean to hit that by accident. Cause 30 enemies to kill each other while confused. Cool, I got an achievement. You know, so there is one now, but there won't be. So I almost feel like maybe they scaled back the amount of items that drop too much. Because it is very difficult to play in this difficulty mode if the enemies keep scaling away. Now, Granted, once I hit maximum level, the enemies won't be out leveling my gear anymore because we're all going to be 60 or 70 when Reaper comes out. Right? So, I mean, it won't be a deal then, right? That won't be a problem because everything's going to be the same level. And if everything's the same level, then I won't be running into this. The more gear I get, the better I'll be because the monsters aren't going to get stronger anymore. They're going to be the same power. Right now, I'm running into the issue where the monsters are just getting stronger and getting stronger. So, I mean, that could be part of it. But again, that kind of does ruin the leveling experience when you think about it. It doesn't...
In the eastern kingdom of Kyrgyzstan, I heard rumors of Zakarum warriors called Crusaders. While the natives were most reticent, I was able to deduce that this order was founded 200 years ago, just as Rakis took his army of paladins west. But these Crusaders went east on a very different mission.
Now that is a new piece of lore for Reaper of Souls. I'm going to make sure here that audio... Alright, so that lore, it depicts the new Crusader class, of course, as if you couldn't tell. We're going to clear this way out. Like I said before, just kind of want to clear out all the zones to try and get as much experience as possible. We're doing pretty good here. Some more vitality and experience, huh? I'm going to lose intelligence, but I like the fact that I get armor. Getting to the point where we're going to be changing builds again here pretty soon. God, I've never changed builds so often. It's pretty crazy. Having to come up with a build, explain it, come up with it, do everything on the fly. I mean, several builds in an hour. It's a very unique gameplay experience here, and it's a self-imposed thing, right? I mean, it's like I don't have to do this. I could just pick a build and only change one thing out every now and then, but I want to try all the abilities. I did that before and I enjoyed it, and some of the abilities are so different now, which is great. Alright, Haunt, Resentful Spirits has been unlocked. Spirit Barrage, the Spirit is willing. There's Jaunt. I can call it by its proper name now.
Not ready yet.
She's summoning a bunch of minions again. Let's just make this happen, shall we? Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's what you get. Thought you could hide from me, the great witch doctor. No. No one hides from the last of the Horodrum. Look at that. Look at that health coming back. Oh, yeah. This is it. This is it. Torment. I've finally discovered the secret to Torment. It is get abilities with life that will come back to you. Oh, seriously. That's been it. I mean, I've been having such a hard time. Now I've got abilities that actually give me life back. I've got some decent defensive abilities going on. Even if I don't kill right away, I can actually gain some health back. It is working. Ladies and gentlemen, it is working. This is great. This is great. This is gonna be great. Alright, so, I'm saddened that I have to change it, though. I'm already 20% in the level, jeez. Alright, let's kill this group. And, find out what we've got. I don't think I'm going to be changing the Gargantuan out anytime soon. Okay, so defense has gone from Hex to Jaunt, increases the duration of the Spirit Walk to 3 seconds. So no more 2, got the 3, that's fine. I like Hex, I really do, so it sucks to lose it, but moving on. Now losing Acid Cloud is going to be one of the big things, because I'm now losing one of my major sources of poison. I'm going to get Spirit of Willing, gain 12 mana each time Spirit Barrage hits. So, what? Cost me 100 mana for 4 bolts, 12 mana every time a bolt hits. So it's going to be 48 back. So ultimately, 52 mana is what this is going to cost. That's assuming it hits. So that's going to make it more efficient, which is great, right? That's going to be a great single target. But what I think I'm going to do, Mass Confusion has been actually pretty good, but part of that has been the fact that Mass Confusion has been working really great with my AoE. Now, I'm still keeping Soul Harvest, so I think I'm going to be okay. But I want to... oh, that's right, I got Haunt now, Resentful Spirits. Hold on. What else did I get? That's just it. Okay. Oh, 2 spirits with every cast. That's actually kind of nice. That's good for AoE. So this is bad, though. Haunt and Spirit Barrage. Having both. I don't want to get rid of Harvest. Jaunt is a spell I just learned. I'm not going to replace Firebomb with Spirit Barrage. I very well could, but I'm not going to do it. I was going to take Mass Confusion off. Oh, why did I do that? Oh, dear God. I was going to take Mass Confusion off and put on Locust Swarm for the poison damage. I can't do that now. So we're going to put Haunt on. So we're going to have Haunt. We're going to have some decent cold damage, actually, because we're going to have Spirit Barrage doing cold damage. Going to have Haunt, once I get it on here, doing cold damage. I could possibly replace the Gargantuan, but I'm already got a lot that's going to take mana. Haunt and Spirit Barrage both are going to be taking quite a bit of mana. So what I can do while I'm waiting for that, though, is looks like we're going to have to get rid of Bad Medicine. Because I'm not going to be doing enough poison damage. I don't even have poison damage on my bars at this point. Now, I could get rid of the Gargantuan and replace him with zombie dogs to do poison, but it's just kind of not the same thing. So, with that, I'm really thinking the next best thing for Bad Medicine is either Spiritual Attunement or Jungle Fortitude. Jungle Fortitude, of course, for the defensiveness, and then, of course, this is for, because I'm going to be using a lot of abilities, they're going to take a lot of mana at this point, Spiritual Attunement may be a good one. But let's go ahead and we're going to stay defensive. We're going to replace Bad Medicine with Jungle Fortitude. I think we should be okay there. We're going to try that. Let's get rid of Mass Confusion now. Let's put on the Haunt with the Resentful Spirits. I think that's new. I don't remember there being a one that fired off 2. This will be interesting. All right, Haunt. All right, everything is looking pretty good. Firebomb's the same. Well, that looks pretty cool. I like that dark blue. All right, and then it looks like a single Haunt. Maybe it'll hit 2 enemies. We'll have to find out. We're about to get to the end of this crypt. So let's move. We've got 3 seconds on Jaunt. Let's just move very quickly. I have a purple skeleton, apparently. And that works for me. I'm not going to be able to test Haunt very much here because of the enemy coming out, but should be okay. Grab a little bit of intelligence from him. Man, I can cast that for a good while. Suffer my cold damage. Ah. Wow, that is giving me back quite a bit of mana, actually. It's coming back pretty quickly. It pretty much makes the spell only cost 50, and with my natural mana regeneration, that's pretty good. Oh dear. Our Gargantuan is already out. I want this guy dead. I could just skip him. I'm fully aware of this. Fully aware of this. Just bombarding him with the spirit thing. Haunt. Oh, I don't have my cooldown back. Not bad. A crossbow, huh? Oh, a one-handed crossbow. It is a demon hunter weapon. Well, it's nice that I found something. But darn it, I'm just not finding enough loot. So, as much as I love a lot of the changes with this patch, a lot of changes with 2.1. Okay, yeah, cool. Haunt goes out and hits an enemy next to it. Alright, gain some life, do some AoE. I am lacking the AoE that I had before, so I'm kind of relegated to single target damage here. My Firebomb is going to be my biggest source of AoE damage. I think what I need to do is get rid of these guys up here. This guy in particular. Come here, you.
Needs more time.
Thank you. Oh man, not having the poison damage kind of sucks. There we go. One less summoner to worry about. This isn't good. I am already not a huge fan of this build. Now, I really do like... Ooh, wow. I really, really do like... not getting trapped. Let's throw out a few haunts here. Fortunately, that's not going to give me the life back that I need. No. I just don't have the AoE. I do like this skill, the Spirit Barrage. I like the way that works. It's pretty cool. But I need some more AoE to offset it, I think. Especially in a situation like this. Alright, just gonna jaunt through and... Now, it could just be, it's not necessarily the fact that I need more AoE skills. I mean, like having a... I think it would be nice to have one AoE skill, one single target skill. That would kind of work out. Part of it could just be I need more damage. You know, get my loot up and maybe I'll be fine, because then this skill here might be all I really need. Hard to really say at this level. Okay, let's go, let's go, let's go. Where is he? I used up my jaunt already. Stop summoning things. Thank you. Got another glory. Unfortunately, I found that glory after I already lost the first one. Yeah, after this, it's going to be, I think, time to look at crafting again.
No, I will not allow you to bring that monster Leoric back to this world.
Not much I can do other than just spam this. It's all single target. Going to town on him with these spirits. Unfortunately, my Gargantuan is going to die again here soon. He's gonna tear me a new one now. Let's get away from him. Is there anything over here I can siphon off of? No, there is not. Alright, I can wait. Get my Gargantuan back. My Gargantuan basically affords me a few moments that I can deal damage, and I think that's going to be the best thing I can do. Is just let him come back. I don't have any way of getting health back. A decent amount of health. All I can get back is about this 299. Man, he is doing a number on my Gargantuan. I just can't. Health potion. I think I can kill him before I need to use another potion. Oh, thank goodness. I got an item out of it. Health potion. So this build, honestly, has been working pretty good. There's my town portal. Ooh, zombie handler passive. Awesome. This build has really been working out. So compared to the last 3 hours or 3 videos or whatever, for me it's been 3 hours, for you it's been 3 videos over the course of a couple days, whatever. This is working much better. The survivability is much higher here. So you do that for me. And let's salvage everything I found here. More damage, but I lose the vitality. I think I'll get rid of that. Rare wand, I can't use. A 39, but that's a two-handed, so...
Your apprentice died his final death. I am sorry.
His apprentice was apparently playing hardcore, because he said it's a final death, which means he might have died before. I don't know. Hey, new item. Thank you. A bunch of int. I lose vitality. What do I lose? Vitality, gold, and pickup radius. For intelligence. A good amount of intelligence, actually. And more armor. Yeah, I think we can do that. Give me back that, gem. If I put it in something else, it gives me strength. So I don't want to put it there. Oh well, time to look at weaponry again. So, two-handed sword, two-handed maul. Still with that one-handed sword. Here we go. One-handed hammer. That's a 28.2. Dagger is 27, so that's 4. Both are 4 properties, so 27 and 28. So, tough choice. That's more DPS, but that is a faster attack speed. I kind of like the fast attack speed on this rare dagger. It allows me to, just keep casting my spells very quickly. 1.2 compared to 1.5 though, probably not going to be a big thing. So I think I'll go for the more DPS from 27 to the 28, especially since I do have a lot of abilities that do dots. And the more damage on a singular attack, the better for things like dots. So at least that's the way it appears to work with the in this game. Since it takes overall weapon damage. I mean, I know DPS is factored into it, but... Alright, so we're looking at 28. Yeah, that seems to be the highest, so we'll go ahead and craft a hammer. I need a hammer. I need a metal headpiece. That's quite the treasure you have in that Horodric staff. Alright, looks like we get to make a belt. Boots. Already sitting on decent boots, it looks like. Same bracers. Have not found better bracers yet. Alright, chest armor. We're sitting at the same. Gloves. Oh, definitely need to get the gloves. So, I am now 3 over what I've found. Helm. Oh, leggings. That doesn't take any tiers. Oh wow, another shield. I'll probably hold on the focus for now. Only 4 items to make this time. Alright, what do we get? Intelligence and vitality. Thorns and experience. Not bad. Take that. We have a 45 DPS. So I'm going to... What do I get? I get fire damage and life per hit. Life per hit, 25 of life per hit. That's not too bad. I'm going to lose vitality, certainly, but life on hit is definitely very nice. I'm going to lose the life on kill, but as we can see, the healing agrees that it's better this way. I get a chance to knock back, and I gain more experience. I think that will be very nice. So we'll go ahead and put that on. We've got a hammer. I've got an intelligence, but no vital on here, but it regenerates 27 per second. So that's much more regeneration than we were seeing before. So we're definitely seeing more regeneration now, which is great. Reduces cooldown by 3%, which is not entirely accurate. The way cooldown in this works is that if you got 100% cooldown, you would cast twice as fast, meaning 100% cooldown halves the actual cooldown. So a 1 minute cooldown would be 30 seconds with 100%. So this is very minor, honestly. I mean, cooldown is nice. If you work on cooldown builds, I would definitely put that into your Paragon, into your gear, because you could definitely shave off a few seconds, but it's never going to get to 100% and never fully remove cooldowns. I think with the regeneration and the int, it's, yeah, I think this is going to be good. I think that'll be a good one. So we'll put on those gloves. And we've got some pants now with It Vital and Experience. It's got 2 sockets on it. I haven't really found a lot of gems. I don't really want to put any major gems into it. Now I could take some of the gems I found, maybe some of the chipped gems, and put them in there, because that's the level that we're at right now. The only gems I found are chipped. So maybe I should take some of my chipped gems and just throw them in there, because that's really minor. I mean, we look at this, that's 6 intelligence per. So let's just kind of throw that in. That's 6, 12, 18 int. Bring me up to 282 damage. I think that's reasonable. Until I start finding more here. Now, you know what? I just realized the blacksmith's belongings has moved over here. It used to be over here off to the side. I feel like they've kind of moved things around in Tristram. Like, I didn't even notice that before.
My dearest.
Interesting. All right. Well, we won't dwell on that right now. That has been another good run. We have found the crown. We will now go use the crown to fight the Skeleton King. Oh, yes. The Skeleton King. Looking forward to that. We'll see how long that takes. I think this is going to be a long fight. With the right build, though, it might work. So one thing I wanted to do while I'm here, I wanted to look at Consuming Spirit to see how much life it gives. It used to be 16, is now 27, so good, that is going up. Let's take a look at the new skills and abilities that have occurred. We have gotten 2 new abilities, it would appear, and 1 new passive. New passive is Zombie Handler, can have 1 additional zombie dog summoned at one time. The health of the dogs in Gargantuan are increased by 20%. That's really nice, and I like how it says 1 more dog. Also, the, which one is it? Oh, which one is it? Cooldown, well, it's Midnight Feast. You can have 1 additional zombie dog. So you can actually, I like this. So if I ever wanted to make an army build, which I kind of like to do, I like having army builds. See my Squirrel Girl in Marvel Heroes if you don't believe me. And my Necromancer in Diablo 2 every time I play him. Anyway. So you can have 2 additional zombie dogs, up to 5 then. And I believe there's some legendaries that will allow you to have even more as well. So, and this increases damage. That's great. So 1 more and increases damage. This is 1 more and increases health. So you can make them stronger and give them more damage, and you can have more of them, which is fantastic. So I think I'm going to go into Zombie Handler, but let's see what primaries we got. We got Plague of Toads. We have Piercing Toads. Mutate the frogs that pierce through enemies for 130% weapon damage as poison. I don't quite understand this. See, this is why I didn't understand how the toads worked before, because this says it does damage to anything they come in contact with. It doesn't necessarily say that they explode or anything, so I always thought that they would, but then we found out earlier that they didn't. And so now you've got Piercing Toads. What's the difference? Is it just the damage? I mean, the damage has gone down from 190 to 130. So I'm not going to like this. I already know I'm not going to like this, but we're going to do it. Now I'm going to get more dogs, and now I've got Sacrifice again. Next of kin. Each zombie dog you sacrifice has a 35% chance to resurrect as a new zombie dog. That's great. So it gives me a whole reason to use Sacrifice. And with that, I kind of want my dogs to survive a bit more until I can blow them up. So I kind of want to keep Jungle Fortitude, which means I'm going to end up getting rid of Blood Ritual. This can be fine. We're going to do it. We're going to get rid of Blood Ritual for Zombie Handler. But I need to get my poison damage and my life back. So what we're going to do is we're going to get the Gargantuan, because this is basically going to be a pet build now. Do I want Acid Cloud? Do I want... Oh, I need Summon Zombie Dogs. Final Gift? No. Poison damage right there. I could do Locust Swarm. I could do Acid Cloud. It's one or the other. And with that, I'm also going to do Soul Harvest. This is what's been keeping me alive. Siphon. It's going to go there. So the big decision here is going to be, is it Locust Swarm or am I going to be doing Acid Cloud? Both are really good. Acid Cloud is a nice big area of effect. Locust Swarm hits a nice big area. Honestly, I think I would like to have Locust Swarm if I could supplement it with something else. Because Locust Swarm hits the enemy and then does a whole bunch of damage over time and it spreads. I don't think I would use Locust Swarm as my primary or my secondary skill. It basically would relegate me to just using toads after that. So what I'll probably do is Poison Cloud. Poison Cloud is kind of spammable. I can do it. It does decent damage. So let's do that instead of the Locust Swarm. I've got plenty of poison damage basically at this point now. Toads doing poison, Acid Cloud doing poison, Zombie Dogs doing poison, and yeah. So this is good. This is good. I think this will work. Alright, so with that, what I think I'll do is switch these around. So middle is summon, so there we go. I've got 4 dogs, they're going to do poison. I've got a Gargantuan, he's got cleave. Piercing Toads, I just don't understand. I'll be trading those out eventually though. Health back, and then of course, boom, everything blows up. Alright, so looks like that'll do it. So it looks like hopefully next time we'll get to Leoric. Probably not. We'll probably get right to Cormac. Alright, but until then, it has been a pleasure, ladies and gentlemen.